Good morning, day 29 of my Pacific Crest Trail through hike. I'm leaving Wrightwood, California. Spent a zero in Wrightwood yesterday, getting resupply and things like that. So I'm hitching a ride back to the trailhead. So hopefully I'll get a ride quick. Well, I got a ride from Wrightwood in front of the Mountain Hardware store. A young lady. She was 45, younger than I am, and her name is Cynthia, and her trail name is Ghost. So anyway, if you're watching this, thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate the ride to Inspiration Point. And again, I'm back on the trail again, and after spending a 0 day there in Wrightwood yesterday, and getting a resupply and taking care of some stuff that I had to take care of before I left and went back on the trail again. My goal for today is to go to a campground, or to get to a campground tonight. I forget how many miles, 16, 17, 18, somewhere around in there, and then spend the night there and then head out again. I'm in a new section now, section I think 6, if I'm not mistaken, from Wrightwood to Agua Dulce, and I think that's how you say it, Agua Dulce, but that is my ultimate goal for this section, is to get to Agua Dulce and complete another section of my Pacific Crest Trail hike. Guys, say hi.
Hi.
Oh, you guys aren't enthusiastic. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. The overwhelming consensus so far is Papa Smurf. I'm here at the Vincent Gulch Divide and just came down from Wrightwood, and the PCT goes up Mount Baden-Powell, about 10,000 feet almost. But there is an alternative route around Baden-Powell because it's covered in snow, very dangerous up there without micro spikes, and I left mine back in Idlewild. So I'm doing the road walk. I think it's about a 6.6 mile road walk to a campground that I'll probably be staying at. So anyway, here we go. The whole road is closed down. I mean, there ain't nobody going in either direction because of landslides. Why did the hiker cross the road? Same reason the chicken did. Hope I don't get knocked off the road by one of them there big orange sheep. All this debris came down from off the mountain there and came onto the road, and it's been cleared now by Caltrans, California Transportation Department, and but the road's still closed because there's still debris in the road. Looks like another dirty diaper. Good morning. I'm leaving my campsite that I stayed at last night, the mile marker 389.5. In a little more than 10 miles, I will be coming up to the 400th mile marker on the Pacific Crest Trail. I will have traveled 400 miles from the Mexican border. But an even more significant landmark is coming up soon, and that is a detour around a section of the Pacific Crest Trail that is home to the mountain yellow frog. The mountain yellow frog is on the environmentalist endangered species list, and because of that, PCT hikers have to go around the yellow mountain frog's habitat. Save the frogs! Save the frogs! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! Oh wow, what disrespect. It's the mountain yellow-legged frog. Sorry about that. Save the frogs! Save the frogs! On the road again. I'm glad to be back on the road again. No, I mean literally. I'm road walking again. Yesterday I did a 12-mile road walk. So guess what? I'm back on the road again. Thanks to the yellow-legged, pink-bellied, green-headed mountain of the lakes frog. I'm afraid there ain't gonna be no skiing here today. No way, here it is. 400 miles, yeah baby. I don't know if that's a control burn or wildfire. We'll see in just a little while. It looks like it's to the south of me, and so I'm going to be able to go around it. The good thing is I'm heading west, and it looks like the winds are taking the smoke to the north. It looks like that fire is still going, but I've made it around it. Well, I got a feeling it's going to be a pretty windy night. So, I hope I get some sleep. Had a great day today. I got in 22.3 miles. I could not believe that I got that many miles in. but set up camp early and wasn't able to cook anything because the wind was blowing so hard. And so I just cold soaked everything. If you've ever had cold soaked ramen noodles, you know how delicious they are. But anyway, had dinner and here in the tent, and now I'm about to say goodnight, go to sleep, get up in the morning, hit it again. All right, so good night. Good morning. I'm leaving camp where I stayed last night, mile marker 411.8. It's very windy and I'm ready to get on the road again and on the trail again, and hopefully there's no more road walking for a little while, but ready to get back on the trail again and get going. But today is a very special day for me. This is 1 month anniversary that I've been on the Pacific Crest Trail, hiking it. And a month ago, I left Campo, California, on the Mexican border to pursue my trek across California, Oregon, and Washington. So I'm excited to celebrate the 1 month anniversary and do some more miles today. So I'll catch you down the trail, and hope you have a great day today. Last night you could see the lights from the desert cities below, but this morning it looks like it's socked in with fog. When the Pacific Crest Trail was designated a national trail by President Lyndon Johnson in 1968, they designated the label as PC 2000. So whenever you see the symbol PC 2000, it's talking about the Pacific Crest Trail. The Pacific Crest Trail, contrary to its name, does not actually crest many of the mountains that we go by. It actually goes around them and on the side of them. Many times the trail goes to saddles, which are between two hills, space between two hills, or it goes through a ridge, which is at the top of a mountain range. Much of it goes over peaks of various heights from 5, 6, 7, all the way to 8 and 9,000 feet in elevation. But when you get to those peaks, you see things from a fantastic perspective and a fantastic view. Many of these areas and cities that I'm looking down on, I have driven through several times and have viewed them from the perspective of a car or just walking the streets. But when you're high on a peak looking down on things, you get a whole new perspective and a view. In the Bible, the word wisdom literally means to see things from God's viewpoint, God's perspective, and God's vantage point. That's what wisdom is. Being able to see things not from your vantage point, but from God's vantage point. The legendary coach for the University of Alabama, Bear Bryant, had a big tower on the practice field at the University of Alabama. And during football practice, he would retreat to that tower and look down on the different sections of the football team that were practicing. He could see things from that high tower that a lot of the coaches could not see, who were down on the ground practicing with their players. So wisdom is literally the ability to see things from God's perspective, from God's viewpoint, from God's high tower, and not your own. If you look at things from your perspective, all you see is a bunch of rocks and debris and things to jump out and trip you up and make you stumble. If you look at things from your perspective and from your vantage point, this place looks like a mess. But if you can see things from God's perspective, then in the end, it all makes sense. You've heard of poison ivy? This is about 10 times worse than poison ivy. Poison ivy on steroids. It's called poodle dog bush. When you're hiking for 16, 18, 20 hours a day, it's kind of monotonous. So you got to find something to do with your time. And one of the things that I found was gummy bears. Not just gummy bears, but sour gummy bears. Yes. Good morning. Day 32 of my Pacific Crest Trail adventure. It's no longer a through hike. It is now an adventure. Every day is different. It is never boring on the Pacific Crest Trail. One day it could be sunny and blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. And then the next day it could be rainy, wind blowing, howling, literally knocking you off of a mountain. It's an adventure. I stayed last night at the North Fork Ranger Station at 436.1 miles. It was a field outside the Ranger Station where about 20 tents are set up, and real nice park ranger allowed us to stay in the field the night, and also gave us some hot dogs and sodas and chips yesterday. Real nice guy. The goal for today is to pack everything up and to head to the Acton KOA campground. Kind of hold out there for a little while, and then make it to Agua Dulce either today, later on this afternoon, or tomorrow. So there's nothing to it but to do it. So let's get it. Good morning. I'm eating breakfast right now. Pacific Crest Trail is actually a combination of trails all put together from California and Oregon and Washington. But this is a monument that commemorates the completion of the trail in 1993. I noticed this orange plant. I thought it was a plant, but it looks like it's some type of fungus growth, whatever, that looks like it overtakes plants. Strange. Alright, Zach, I'm going to tell Brother Chapel that you graffitied a wall. You too, Zoc Francis. Vasquez Rocks is the scene from several movies that I'm sure you've heard of. Blazing Saddles, Star Trek, Planet of the Apes. It's also been the scenes or the backdrop of a lot of TV series like Bonanza, MacGyver, The Lone Ranger, Gunsmoke, and my favorite, The Twilight Zone. Hi, I'm Rod Sterling. You have entered the fifth dimension, the Twilight Zone. Day 36, and I'm leaving mile marker 444.3. The KOA campground is there. I did not stay there. I caught a ride from Trail Angel Mary, who lives in Acton, and she took me to the Knights Inn in Palmdale, California, where I stayed there for several days, took zeros several days there to get out of the weather and also to take care of some medical issues. The goal for today, by the way, you ought to have a goal in all that you do in life or whatever, but the goal for today is to get to a place called Hiker Heaven. I've got a package waiting for me at the Softleys at Hiker Heaven. Oh, by the way, today's my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. My grandkids sent me a birthday package to Hiker Heaven, and I can't wait to open it. The PCT goes along Escondido Canyon Road, and then it jogs over to Agua Dulce Canyon Road and goes through the town of Agua Dulce. Thank you guys for all the stuff that you sent me. You made my birthday very special today. Thank you.
My name is Bartek from Poland.
All right, and?
And my name is Karolina, and I'm also from Poland.
All right, my friends from Poland.
Niech żyje, żyje nam. 100 lat, 100 lat. Niech żyje, żyje nam. Jeszcze raz, niech żyje, żyje nam. Niech żyje nam. A kto? Bye!
That was happy birthday in Polish. All right, thank you.
Nice to